Could it be? The question, why were we given a voice, has come to my mind more than a few times. The thought about why we were given a voice came to me again as I was reading Genesis 17. When Abraham and Sarah changed their names, I believe the primary reason we were given a voice was to take on the attributes of God. When God spoke, whatever he spoke occurred. The Bible contains many promises from God. We might consider the Bible as a will, telling us of our inheritance. Unfortunately, just because God wants us to have good things does not mean we automatically receive them. There are steps to be taken to receive the promises of God. In order to receive property left to us by a dear loved one who has died, we need to see an attorney and sign some documents or go to the courthouse and prove our identity before we can receive our inheritance. Receiving what God left for us also requires us to do some things. When God changed the names of Abraham and Sarah, that was a major step and a requirement for Abraham to receive his promise in order for him to receive his inheritance from God. That's Genesis 17 and 16. We can learn something here. Every time Sarah and Abraham called one another, they were confessing God's promise that they would be the mother and father of many, even though they had no children at the time. In order for us to receive the promise of God, we must first believe God. The second thing we must do is confess the promise. Could it be? Life for us would be drastically changed when we start speaking the promises of God throughout the day, each and every day. I believe some things would change. Hallelujah, hallelujah.